Good afternoon to all of you. We really appreciate your time to be here. And again, we really understand how hard it is sometimes to all of you because working in the hospitality industry requires high amount of energy and also dedication. So I'm Patrick Dowd, and with me here today are Kitty, Jaden, and Bosco. And we're a consultant from Trade Ventures, and we're here to talk about what improvements that could be made with the current situation. Well, please. Yeah, I think it's well. So I'll start by laying down what the problem that we have here, and then indeed we'll go deeper into the problem, giving us the root causes of each of the problem. And then later, Jaden will provide us with the solutions and the necessary changes that will be happening so you guys know what to expect. And later, Bosco will provide us with the recommendation. So the recommendation of the short term and the long term, so you guys know what to expect again, and also how each of you can play a role in the implementation. So throughout this presentation, bear in mind that we were also once an employee. So we know oftentimes how hard it is to really open up to the upper management. So we're here today to hear about pieces. We need your input and your help so we can help you. And at the end, helping thousands of the travelers that would come here to enjoy this paradise. So I'll move on to the problem. So West Indies Yacht Club Resort has three prolonged problems that are lower motivation, increasing guest complaints, the high tension between some of you and the managers. I'll move on the time to Kitty to provide our explanation of the problem.
Thank you, Bill, for explaining the issues. So now I will go in depth to talk about the issues. Now, the first issue is the low working motivation of many of you. And so after working with all of you over the past few months, we realized that you prefer staying in your current position than to take up a higher responsibility for higher salary. And at the same time, you actually value and treasure your interpersonal relationship with your colleagues instead of taking a busier life at a higher salary. And on the other hand, due to the high expatriate turnover rate, many of you are unable to fit in the company, and at the same time, it is hard for you to really feel the sense of belonging to the result. And many of you told us that you are tired of making them friends with many managers that work less than a year in the result. And this makes you have to face frequently changing managing styles. And we hope to help you with this. And so the solutions will be provided later on. The second issue is the increase in guest complaints. Some of you told us that the Chicago office allows overbooking during the peak season. And this causes inconvenience to many guests, making them really angry because of this. We know it is very frustrating for you to face bad-tempered guests. At the same time, you still have to be courteous toward them. And you may want to ask, who has the fault for the significant increase in the guest complaints? Well, we will say we cannot blame it on any parties because we work as a whole team, and we hope the results can grow stronger and be more competitive together. And so we hope you can really voice out your comment and work hand in hand with us so that we can view the results better. And the third issue is the high tension between the managers and all of you. Due to the lack of communication, the needs and wants of both parties are unmatched, and this increases the gaps between you and the managers. And we hope that by increasing your understanding and be considerate towards each other, you can have a better cooperation with the management team. And we really see the need for you to strengthen your communication with your managers, because you are often being misunderstood, such as the manager thought that you would like to be promoted. And We hope you can proactively communicate with your managers so that they can know what you want. And in return, you can get clear and concise instructions from them. So to conclude, due to the lack of communication and understanding between managers and all of you, this causes the low motivation for all of you to work here. Now I will pass over the time to Kaden to explain the solution to all of you. Thank you.
So here we laid out some of the solutions which WIYCR could leverage to uphold this maximum performance. From the problems that Kitty has mentioned, we've come to the conclusion that the local employees aren't really excited to work, which is a serious problem. Without the willingness of the local employees to work, how could the resort maintain talented workers or improve the service quality and encourage friendly and joyful working environment? The solution that we came up with is that the resort has to improve the working condition and the treatment of the local staff in a way that they would appreciate. This doesn't mean that the resort has to pay them more, but rather give them what they want. We found that the local employees do not appreciate higher salary if they have to work more, which is understandable. What's the point of having a high salary if you don't have any time to spend? What they value is their time with their families and friends. So as an incentive, offering options which could increase the quality of life, such as housing or holidays or allowance for education, would encourage the workers to work harder and be motivated. Now, let's talk about the increasing number of guest complaints. The resort could set a different number of workers for peak season and off season. For peak season, hire more part-time workers. More workers would relieve heavy loads of tasks from the local employees, allowing them to spend more time per customer and offer a better quality service. Furthermore, during the off season, the resort could organize some workshops and training for the local staff. We found that many guest complaints were simply because local staff didn't know how to react or how to serve with their customers. It wasn't their intention. So manuals and guidance from the managers about how basic working skills or how to serve customers will improve the situation. Sharing manager skills and experience about to locals will allow them to be more efficient and understand the customer needs more. Lastly, let's talk about the high contention between the local staff and the manager. We believe that we've concluded that the different culture is the main causes of lacking communication and unpreferred management style. So how about if the resort could offer some time and environment where locals and managers could spend their time together and know more about each other? We believe offering a social gathering event will build team spirit, more communication, and understanding of each other's party, and culture of each other's party. Also, set an allowance for events such as birthdays and festivals, which locals and managers could use together to have fun and build a relationship. Then implementation of the locals to the managers and managers' reconsideration of the management style is feasible. Now, Bosco will introduce our final recommendation.
Okay, thank you, Kaden. Now I'll move on to the part of recommendation. To improve the current situation, we will suggest a measure to solve the above problem, which is the Triple T program. In this program, it contains three main elements: training, team events, and totally anonymous feedback systems. In short term, we will first provide some entry training in the low seasons. And we understand that sometimes it's not your fault. You just have no idea what to do in your job position. So we will mimic the mode of job generating, which one manager met with 5 employees. Your manager will teach you hand by hand, give you clear instructions, and tell you what you need to do in your job position. And then you will have some basic job skills and won't get lost in the working environment. After the entry training, we will have a performance review.
the employees who perform well can get an extra holiday. Moreover, Best Individual Award and Outstanding Team Award will be given. Those who get the awards can get an extra prize, such as free family trip package in the resort and longer holiday. In the long term, we will organize some team building activities regularly. As we mentioned before, there is a communication barrier between the expatriate manager and our local staff, and we want to shorten the distance. To achieve this goal, manager and staff will organize some activity together. It can be some sports event like football match or water skiing in the resort. And through the organizing the activities, we can know more about each other and facilitate communication. Also, we can understand the cultural difference and accept others. Hence, we will become more united and possess team spirit. Apart from that, we will offer an anonymous feedback system. You can tell whatever you want or something you want the resort and manager to improve. Just tell us, and we believe that it can help you to build a more pleasant working environment. Now I will pass the time to Mendes to talk about the final conclusion.
Okay, so for the conclusion, the Triple T program has three elements that are first training, team events, and totally anonymous feedback system. For the short term, this program will solve the issue of unclear instructions and also boost up the level of motivation for the staff. And for the long term, we believe that this Triple T program can ease up the cultural differences between the local and the expatriate managers, therefore fostering comfortable working environment for all. And that's the end of our presentation.